and reorganized the state's administration. He is thought to have focused heavily on religion and the royal cult, especially in Memphis, the capital city and religious heart of early Egypt. At the time, religion wasn't separate from politics, it was the ultimate tool of power. A pharaoh wasn't just a ruler, he was a living god, the bridge between heaven and earth. Welcome back to the channel, where we travel through time to uncover the hidden stories of ancient Egypt. If you're passionate about history, mystery, and the incredible legacy of the pharaohs, you're in the right place. Today, I'll take you more than 5,000 years back in time. To an era before the pyramids, before the golden masks, and before Egypt became the empire we all know. We're going to explore the mysterious story of a forgotten king, Nynetjer, a ruler whose name may be lost to many, but whose influence shaped the future of a great civilization. Imagine a time when Egypt was just learning how to be a nation. A time when kings were still discovering what it meant to rule not just by force, but with faith, order, and divine power. Nynetjer ruled during the end of Egypt's Second Dynasty, a period filled with mystery, tension, and transformation. It was a crossroads in history. Egypt had been unified not long ago, and now it needed to stay united under one crown. That challenge fell to Nynetjer. His name translates roughly to the God is good, or he who belongs to the good God. He succeeded a powerful king named Khosekemwe, who had ended violent civil conflict and restored order to the land. Nynetjer inherited a fragile peace and the responsibility to preserve it. According to ancient sources, like the Abydos King List and the Turin Papyrus, Nynetjer reigned for an impressive 40 years, a remarkably long reign for such an early time in history. That tells us something. This was not a weak king. He must have had wisdom, strategy, and a vision for Egypt. Though historical records are scarce, scholars believe he worked to strengthen central authority and reorganize the state's administration. He is thought to have focused heavily on religion and the royal cult, especially in Memphis, the capital city and religious heart of early Egypt. At the time, religion wasn't separate from politics, it was the ultimate tool of power. A pharaoh wasn't just a ruler, he was a living god, the bridge between heaven and earth. That makes Nynetjer's name even more intriguing. It suggests a king whose power was rooted in sacred connection. But the real mystery begins when we look at his tomb. In Saqqara, archaeologists discovered a massive structure, a huge rectangular mastaba, that many believe was Nynetjer's final resting place. It's the largest of its kind from that period, and built in a unique style that may represent the earlier steps toward pyramid construction. Think about that. Maybe Nynetjer was the first king to dream in stone. Maybe he was the bridge between the ancient mud brick tombs of the past and the monumental pyramids that came after. But there's a puzzle. The tomb doesn't bear his name. Was it really his? Did he die before it was finished? Was he buried somewhere else in secret? We don't have the answers. Yet. What we do know is that the king who followed, Djoser, builder of the Step Pyramid, came to power in a stable, organized kingdom. That didn't happen by accident. Many scholars believe Nynetjer laid the foundations for Egypt's golden age, the Old Kingdom. He set the stage for centralized rule, powerful religious institutions, and statewide planning that made the pyramids possible. Their single quote says even a theory that Nynetjer was part of a major spiritual evolution. Something he was seen not just as a divine ruler, but as a god in life, a concept that would evolve into the later god-king tradition. His connection to the city of Abydos, the spiritual center of the Osiris myth, may also hint that he was remembered as a sacred figure, a kind of prototype for the divine ruler who dies, is buried in secret, and lives on in the afterlife. Its single quote says a chilling thought. What if Nynetjer wasn't just a forgotten king, but a sacred symbol, a hidden seed that grew into Egypt's most powerful ideas about kingship, death, and rebirth. His name may not be written on golden statues or temple walls, but the impact of his reign echoed for centuries. He was the quiet bridge between chaos and order, between foundation and glory. Sometimes history doesn't celebrate the ones who shout the loudest. Sometimes it's the ones who build silently, who shape the future. Nynetjer may have been the final king of Egypt's dawn, the last ruler of the morning light before the full sun rose with the pyramids. And for that, we owe him more than memory, we owe him a place in our story. Now you've heard it. The story of a king lost in time, but never truly gone. If you enjoyed this journey through ancient history, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more stories from the heart of Egypt. Let me know in the comments, had you ever heard of King Nynetjer before? And what do you think? Was he just a forgotten ruler or something more? Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.